get everything ready. Situated. Wipe that off the screen. There we go. While we wait for these bitches to get here. That's right, the bitch for tonight. Fucking quiet moments. What does it say? Rough stuff. Baby gonna call your bluff. Yep. Unfortunately, that's what we're covering. 1 second. And I will get right to it. I'll get to the movie. Just give me a second. Alright, let's get anything other than this in the background. Okay. I guess we'll just put it on that. Okay, well. The fuck are we covering tonight? Well, unfortunately for me, but fortunately for you, a shitty fucking wrestler movie. Because it's always these shitty wrestler movies. For the record, I have nothing against doing whatever the audience wishes. I have nothing against that. It's not that bad. Stay tuned. Okay. I would just go ahead and give my opinion, but I don't think that fast. And not gonna lie, it does drive me a little insane. I liked it genuinely. But what's my opinion? You'll find out after the reading. It's a stupid, stupid movie, but I liked it. Well, now that we have your opinion out of the way, here's my long-form opinion. Or should I say my autistic opinion. Mr. Nanny is a 1993 American family comedy film starring professional wrestler Hulk Hogan. Who else other than him? The working title of the film was Acoustic Opinion, yep. The working title of the film was Rough Stuff, and David Johansen also recorded a song by that name for the film. So I imagine the title was kind of a last-minute change. Hulk Hogan was in several bad action movies at the time. And I mean this politely. If you really want me to watch a bunch of bad Hulk Hogan action movies back to back in a row, no. And I mean that politely, but anyway. So I guess the title change was kind of a last minute thing, but anyway. The film stars Hulk Hogan, Sherman Hemsley, what does it say? Suburban Commando, Santa with Muscles, Three Ninjas, 4, etc. Yep. Terry Bolt. I don't know how to pronounce that. I, I, I don't know how to pronounce that, so I'm just going to call him Hulk Hogan. The film stars Hulk Hogan, Sherman Hemsley, Austin Pendleton, Robert Gorman, Madeline Zima, Raymond O'Connor, Mother Love, and David Johansen. Hemsley, whatever. It's after 3. Let's just say that. It is after the hour of 3 p.m. Moving on. The film was produced and Mother Love is the fat black lady. Yeah, I read the credits, so I know. But I'll forget that later, and then I just won't bother to remember. But anyway, the film was produced and distributed by New Line Cinema, or rather, it was distributed by New Line Cinema in the U.S., but it does not say who distributed it elsewhere, but it does say U.S. Anyway, the film released. Okay, now this is interesting. The film bombed big time. Yeah, before I even read, looking at this, I can tell. The film, interestingly, came out in the UK on April 2nd, 1993, and in the US on October 8th. So despite the fact this was an American-made movie, it actually came out in the UK first. I said April 2nd. Came out in that's my birthday. I said 2nd. The film came out in the UK on April 2nd, 1993, and it came out in the US on October 8th. Not sure why it came out in the UK first when it's an American-made film, and I'm especially not sure what was with the gap of April to October, but whatever. But yeah, it came out in the US on April 8th. Or October, I can't read. Yeah, because Hulk Hogan is an American wrestler. That's why it came out in the UK first, yep. Anyway, came out in the US April to October. Anyway, came out in the US, while the UK got it all the way in April. It would take until October for the film to come out in the US. How and why, I don't know. Anyway, the film had a budget of just $10 million, which, I don't mean this as an insult, genuinely, but that checks out. And it made just $4.3 million. Oops. Yeah, I don't even have anything to comment on that, just oops. Now we're going to get to a major part later that lots of people talk about. Oh yeah. Anyway. That major part, that's the description of this episode. Anyway. The film was a major box office bomb, grossing just $4.3 million against its $10 million budget. Oops! The film was also received poorly. Oh, we have 2 viewers. I'm just waiting to see who number 2 is before I continue. Okay, it's back down to 1 viewer. That brief moment of euphoria where I think, thank God, Spider's back. Nothing against you, by the way. Nothing at all. No hard feelings, but God, I missed when it was the 3 of us. Big time. I did laugh a lot at the film, admittedly, yeah. But you'll find out what I thought shortly. Anyway. The film was received poorly by critics. On Rotten Tomatoes, it has an approval rating of just 6%, based on reviews from 16 critics. Everything against me. On Metacritic, the film had an average score of 18 out of 100, based on 13 critics, indicating overwhelming dislike. Critics have no taste. You just figure this out, sugar tits. Anyway. Kevin Thomas of the Los Angeles Times says, The premise has potential, but the film is needlessly crass and lethally heavy-handed. Chris Hicks of the Deseret, whatever, the Desert, I'll just call it the Desert News, calls the film a silly kiddie flick that retreads territory better covered by Mr. Mom, Home Alone, and any number of clones. Kevin Thomas is dumb. Yeah. Chick Hicks the retard. Fun fact, I actually did misread I'm stupid. Fun fact, I actually did misread retread as retard. Anyway. He calls the film predictable and finds the comic mayhem difficult to recommend for children. Yeah, that about sums it up. And then it released on... You're a retread, yep. Okay, then it released... Okay, then I'm trying to... I can't figure out if this Wikipedia page has been vandalized or not. Okay. Also, I recommend to anyone. Yep. Alright. The film... Good lord, I cannot find any information about this film on home video to save my goddamn life. Okay. There we go. Thank you. Finally a page that makes sense. Alright. It was released on VH... I love vandalized Wikipedia page. Yeah, basically. Fuck. Anyway. The film released on VHS on February 2nd, 1994 in the I edit Wikipedia. You suck. Yeah. The film released on VHS in the US on February 2nd, 1994 by New Line Columbia TriStar Home Video. And in Canada, it was released by Alliance, because New Line had their stuff put out in Canada by Alliance at the time. And then it was released on DVD on September 3rd, 2002 by New Line Home Entertainment. And finally, it was released on DVD in a 2-pack with Miss... Wait, what? Oh. Okay, the way this was worded was throwing me. Then it was released again on DVD on January 31st, 2006 in a double feature pack with Suburban Commando. I remember at one time this wrestler turned out bad in storyline. I'm reading. I remember at one time this wrestler turned bad in storyline and some whimsy kids edited the page of that wrestler with slurs and bad stuff and shit. Sounds like something I would do. Anyway, but yeah. Then finally it was released on DVD again for a second time. This time in a double feature pack with Suburban Commando. Whiny kids, yep. And that's pretty much it. Not whimsy. Well, fuck me, I can't read. Fuck me in the ass. Anyway. And that's pretty much it. It was never released on Laserdisc. My aunt has it on DVD. It just seems like an Ant movie, honestly. Anyway, Ant movie, that reminds me of the feud between Pixar's A Bug's Life and DreamWorks' Ants. Stay tuned. Anyway. Okay, that's pretty much the DVD. Like a lot of mid-2000s DVDs had this game called Pick That Flick. Yep, a lot of those. Anyway, and that's pretty much it. There was no Laserdisc release. Okay. And that's pretty much it. There was no... Talk about Pick That Flick. I would if I had any DVDs around that had that feature. It's a trivia game. I would talk about it if I had any DVDs laying around anywhere around here that had that feature. But to my knowledge, I do not. Given that this was put out by New Line Columbia TriStar and then just New Line, I imagine it was on New Line Cinema and Columbia releases. I think some of the Ninja Turtles. Well, fuck, now you're making me check. Okay, well, this one does not have that. The 4-pack I don't have the 4-pack. What about Secret of the Ooze? Okay, well, there it is. There's Pick That Flick. So it's on Secret of the Ooze. Does Turtles 3 have it too? Yes, it does. Suck my dick, anyway, but yeah. Okay, but that's pretty much it. It never got a Laserdisc release. It was only released twice on DVD. There's not a Blu-ray release anywhere in the world to my knowledge. There's definitely not a 4K release. I guess all early 90s movies have Pick That Flick. I don't know. I don't own enough to know. But, yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, this movie did not have a super crazy home video history. It's very straightforward. Serve Safe certified. Serve Safe certified. But yeah, now we talk about the plot. You know what? Fuck it. Normally I refrain from reading the plot. If you've seen Vin Diesel's The Pacifier, then you've seen this movie. Yep, pretty much. In fact, I was gonna read the plot of this movie, but no, why bother? Because if you've seen The Pacifier with Vin Diesel, then you've seen this movie. Like, it's literally the same. But yeah, shitheads. You'd swear I have Tourette's, but yeah. But that's basically the plot. Hulk Hogan and a bunch of kids get into wacky hijinks, and he learns that children are children. Big strong guy gets hired to babysit kids while an evil guy. The end. Yep, that's basically it. That's basically it, my fellow cocksuckers. But Mr. Nanny came first. Yep. Well, anyway, but don't take anyone else's word for it. Anyone at all. What did I think of Mr. Nanny? Well, typically, okay, he's just showed up on... Okay. Can we talk about the fact that in all of Hogan's movies, he just punches in his... I haven't seen all of Hogan's movies, so I would not know that. Not gonna lie, it's getting a little annoying, you just assuming that I know everything. Yes, I do have a room with everything, but I don't know everything Hulk Hogan has done. And that's not me trying to sound rude at all. He does in Mr. Nanny. Well, I did notice that. But I have not seen really anything else Bro has done. So don't expect me to know anything. But anyway, what the flying friddlin' fuck did I think of Mr. Nanny? Well, you can probably predict my answer, but did I think it was... That was a nice, wholesome family film. well, that was pretty good, but it's not something I'm going to find myself watching again and again and again, you know. Or, why did you make me watch this? Is it A, B, or C? Let's see how close you be. B and C. Well, admittedly, C is a little too harsh. B would be more accurate. Again, C, admittedly, is a little too harsh. Because, well, yeah, obvious, but B is accurate. I did enjoy it for what it was. In fact, going into it, I honestly thought it was going to be as bad as The Chaperone, which was the last shitty wrestler movie I watched at your fucking request, but you still sound like, what the fuck did I just watch, which is fine, don't worry. Thank you for being civil. Anyway, but, yeah. I expected, going into it, I expected it to be honestly as bad as The Chaperone. Maybe a tiny bit better, but not a high bar. I mean, I enjoyed it. Talking about Mr. Nanny, I enjoyed it for what it was. Like, it's not a masterpiece, and I was not at all expecting it to be. It's just like a goofy, stupid, silly, funny family film. But it's not anything more than that. Tough is a 300-pound man in tights? Yep, basically. What if Hulk Hogan was called Woke Hogan? Look at the big girly man. What if Hulk Hogan was called Woke Hogan and he spread pronouns? Anyway, but yeah. Okay, but for what it was, talking about Mr. Nanny, I did enjoy it. How long has it been since you ate? Just a week. Me as fuck. Okay, but again, I did enjoy Mr. Nanny for what it was, but it's not a movie I'm gonna find myself watching like again and again and again. Maybe like once in a while, maybe, but it's not in my top 10. It's not even in my top 50. It just kind of exists. Like, let me tell you something, brother. Nobody should be made fun of for their pronouns, dude. What you gonna do? Okay, I'm not gonna do the Hulk Hogan voice anymore, cause yeah, but but yeah, I thought it was fine. That's all I can say, genuinely, about Mr. Nanny. Yeah, Jesse Hogan. Yep, that is all genuinely that I can say about Mr. Nanny. I just thought it was fine. It wasn't great. It wasn't terrible. It was fun, at least. Now we get to the dog. Oh, yeah. Probably the most memorable scene in the entire movie, but for all the wrong reasons, is within the first, like, 6 or 7 minutes. He's motorcycling his way to the place, and in the background, you can just see a man, a shirtless man, just throw a dog in the river for no reason. It's never addressed. No attention is brought to it. I am 99% sure it was filmed by accident. Same. Like, okay, on the one hand, I thought it was on purpose, because it's too perfectly timed with the music and everything. But the more I thought about it, I was like, yeah, no, why would you why would you put that in your family film? Like, why? Why would you just say, like, yeah, let's have a man Let's have a background extra, just throw their dog in the river, and then just never bring any attention to that. Like, yeah, I'm almost positive that that was just not supposed to be there, and they just left it the fuck in. Like, you know what? We're already making this on like a budget of nothing. We got like no time for reshoots, so let's just roll with it. I wonder where that guy is today. I wonder. Nah, the people editing the film just weren't paying attention to the coast of California. That too, like, just that too, honestly. Like, both are believable. Yeah. It's. But yeah, everybody talks about that scene. I can see why. There's no way that was in the script. Yeah, there is actually no way that the script or even the screen directions said, and then he drives past a man throwing their dog in the river. Like, there's actually no way in hell. That had to have been a freak accident. But then again, this movie's 31 years old. We will most likely never know the true story. I don't even think the director I don't even think okay, I know this sounds a little insulting, but I don't even think the director even realized what movie he was doing. In fact, if anything, I'm not like, what the fuck did I just watch about the movie? I'm, what the fuck did I just watch about, wait, Hulk Hogan's not screaming his head off? Because it feels like he always does. But here he's like, so not himself. Milk. Oh, hi, Spider. Didn't expect to see you here. We were just talking about the 1993 family comedy film, Mr. Nanny, starring everybody's favorite wrestler, Hulk My Kids Turn Me On Hogan. Then again, the other movie on his resume is A Kid in King Arthur's Court, so you shouldn't expect quality film. And I don't. You know why? They're actors. That's why. Yes, they're actors has now become my steps term. Shut. Shut. But yeah, welcome to the show. It's been a while since you've stayed for longer than 5 minutes. But yeah, Mr. Nanny. Did I enjoy it though? Yeah, I'd say I did. Bye-bye. You bitch. Okay. Psych. Good. Okay, anyway. Jesse ain't joking about Hogan being turned on by his kids, allegedly, anyway. Yep. Anyway. Okay, but yeah. But Mr. Nanny, I might stay for one more minute. No, don't go. It would be nice to have you on for longer than a minute. For the record, it's your choice if you want to stay, or there's a photo of him rubbing sunscreen on his... I could have went my whole life not knowing that. I mean, I've seen worse, but I could have went... I could have went my whole life shut. Could have went my whole life not knowing that. That's not just one smack to the face. That's like... Actually, yeah, that is one smack to the face, because I felt that. Anyway, Spider, you're more than welcome to stay if you want. But if you don't want, that's A-okay. This VHS is A-okay. Could be way worse. I mean, it's, sus, but not wrong. I'm not defending it, but you're not wrong. Could be a lot worse. Talk about Mother Love. Oh, yeah. Mother Love. Yeah, can I just say, she's like the only character in this movie that for the record, I was not bored by this movie. I was entertained, but God, she was the only one I was paying attention to you. No, that's wrong because it's his daughter. Well, yeah, you're not wrong. In fact, you're not wrong at all. You're completely right. But yeah, Mother Love was like the only actress, character, whatever in this movie that I like really homed in on. Probably just because I love sassy black women in movies. Like, give me any sassy black woman in a movie, I will eat it up. Rachel in the Sonic movies, Gloria, Madagascar. Hell yeah, bitch. How would you like a ketchup bottle down your throat? When that stupid wedding that I don't want to go to comes, I should say that. Just run up, grab the mic, here, make yourself useful, top shelf. Sassy black women give me PTSD from school. Okay, so I should stop talking about sassy black women. Noted. I hate it. Okay. Thank you for the heads up. I'm gonna... Sag. Yep. Thank you for the heads up. I will stop talking about SBLs. or SBWs. Instead, we'll talk about Buffalo Wild. Talk about the villain. Ah, yeah, the villain. The villain, yep. Maybe, oh. Fun fact, male pregnancy is a thing in the Five Nights at Freddy. No comment for that. His crazy perm is in his backstory. Yeah. Can I just say, I probably would not have given a shit about that villain. Also, Hogan's wig in the flashback looks so fucking fake. Yeah, can I just say, that flashback would not be nearly as fucking funny if it weren't for their hair. The wigs, just the hair, the wigs, everything. It would not be nearly as damn funny if it weren't for those fucking wigs. Otherwise, I would just be like, why are we looking at this? Oh my god. Oh yeah, and I will say though, maybe, granted I knew this was going to be, I knew this was what the movie was going to be about, but maybe it's just because I've seen so many tough guy raises cute kids movies, but these kids were just cardboard to me. He falls from a great height and lands in an empty swimming pool, but his hair saved him. I'm stealing that. What am I stealing that for? Wait and see, but otherwise I'm stealing that. But yeah. I will say though, that did not make me, the kids weren't cute, they were psychotic. Yeah. Mind you, Golden Freddy, mind you, audience, I have seen Playing with Fire, and I still think the kids in this movie are way less psychotic. They try to kill him, yeah. Again, I feel like the kids in this movie are way less psychotic. Stay tuned, though. Also, I think Spider left, because now we're down to one viewer. It's not enough, it's just a little jolt. Well, then crank it up, Hogan screams. Oh, never mind, you're still here. On my end, it says one view, so that's why, like, Jesus kid. Yeah, those kids are fucking terrors. Let's just say, I think I get why Gio doesn't want to have any children. I kind of want to make that joke to him, but I don't want him to snap at me. Also, when he sits on glass. That, too. In fact, that made me want to die. The sitting on glass. That made me want to fucking die. My god, okay, but, oh, that's it. That's a cute kitty. My ADHD just went wild. I have never been diagnosed with ADHD, but god, my ADHD just went wild there. The villain has a metal plate. Yep. Sure does. Sorry if my commentary on this movie is kind of dry. I woke up at 8:30 a.m. The villain was honestly hilarious. Agree. Honestly, if it also one scene, yep. Can I just say, if it weren't for the dog in the fucking river If it weren't for the guy throwing the dog in the river, the perm, and everything else, this movie just would have been boring as shit to me. Like, if it weren't for everything surrounding it, I otherwise would have been bored. I'm waiting for the follow-up to one scene. Unless YouTube decided to delete it. Yeah, I feel like YouTube decided to delete whatever you were trying to say. Oh, never mind. He yells at Bert, and Bert tells him his breath stinks, and then he doesn't turn and gets the breath spray in his mouth and then continues his... You know what? I think the reason why I did not give up on this movie while watching it is because it just felt like a fucking acid trip. Like I said, if it weren't for all the weird shit in this movie, I probably would have tapped out after like the first 20 minutes. Again, I did enjoy it, but talk about the ending. Ah, yes, the ending. Well, if you've seen The Pacifier, then... Okay, but... For this, I'm just going to open the Wikipedia page because I'm so motherfucking lazy. The movie ends with Sean, played by Hogan, preparing to take a leave of absence from the Masons, but Alex and Kate intend to have him back much sooner, and therefore Sean falls victim to another prank. Typical kids movie ending. Just typical children's cock. Yep. And that's how it ends. No, not the movie, the world. But, yeah, you got any other thoughts on this movie? Because I have, like, nothing. Also, Hulk Hogan singing Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. Yeah, yeah. I don't need to make a joke about that. That practically is the joke. And let's talk about the black guy. He's a psycho, yet I love him. Discord, read. Okay, first I'm going to address Sylv, the black guy. Then I'm going to address Spider, Discord. Yeah, that black guy, I have seen, okay, for the record, I know how incredibly racist this might sound, but I've seen a lot of psychotic black guys in my life. I think he takes the cake. Big time. Big time. Alright, now Spider says, oh, he teaches the boy to beat up his bully with brass knuckles, mace, and a lead pipe. Hey, YouTube, we're talking about a movie. We're not planning anything. This is a movie. We're talking about a movie that came out in theaters. This is not real. We're not promoting anything. Alright, now Spider wants me to read something on the Discord, so let's read that. This is a canon Mpreg story in the Five Nights at Freddy's series. I know this is difficult to deal with. I see people desperately trying to cope by comparing it to something cool like chestbursters, something horrifying like parasites, which I mean that is what a baby is, all things considered. But we can't keep making excuses. We have to face the facts and see it like it is. This is a Mpreg fetish inside this book, and not only is it Mpreg, it's Mpreg C-section too. Yeah, hear that? Matt performs a C-section on himself, albeit it's a very botched C-section. Oh, that's even better. He cuts directly on the stomach and cuts a vertical line. I don't think I need to tell you that's not how it goes, and I can't read that, but Word Trap comes out, it covered in baby mucus, cradles his New father and calls. Also, the gag with the wallet having an electroshock was honestly hilarious. I agree. Now, back to you, Spider. You are going to the boiler room of hell soon. Eat the Kit Kat with your mouth in front of the camera. Okay, well, first, I'll do that, but read. Okay. Modern Five Nights at Freddy's is just the... Let me try that again. Modern Five Nights at Freddy's is just the phrase, what the actual fuck. You are not wrong. Okay, now to you, Sylv, I will I will eat a TikTok, or eat a Yep, I really just said that just because I was looking at TikTok. Feel free to clip that, because that was completely on accident. FNAF is robot, yep. Eat a TikTok. I swear I did not say that on purpose. That was completely on accident. Remember when Five Nights at Freddy's was just a ghost murder mystery? Ah, the good old days. Haha, yep. Remember when FNAF was just checking rooms? Remember when trains did train stuff and they weren't cute and went on cute adventures? Even though the whole premise of talking trains is inherently not realistic, so what the fuck are you bitches going on about? Of course a talking train is going to be a little cartoonish. I remember. Now, give me a minute. Tommy the Choo Choo Train, yep. Kit Kat time. Okay, 1 second, bitches. I hope one of the little Kit Kats is fine. I'll do that. Wonder After Dark, the only show where I make a joke a day ago and then have to live up to the joke. Any Kit Kat is fine, by the way. Good. Little. And I'm not a lot hungry, so... Okay, let's just say. But we'll learn about Tommy the Choo Choo Train on Friday when we cover Bullet Train. Oh, Bullet Train. Luckily, I've seen the movie before. Granted, I'll still need to rewatch it, but still. Yeah. Just type in a caption real quick. Tomorrow is Toy Story, yep. I remember when there were only 15 Five Nights at Freddy's characters. I don't even remember that. Now there's like 200, yep. I cannot type to save my life. Before you... Oh, wait, what does it say? Alright, let me read this. I remember when there was only like 5 2014 fan I see. I was early 15 before 3 came out. Wouldn't say fan, but I remember. To be honest, I was never really a Five Nights at Freddy's fan. Could you tell? But yeah. Fuck, shit, cocksucker. Fuck, shit, cocksucker, fuck. What are we doing again? Boobs. Eat close up. Moments before disaster, I say. Eating a Kit Kat because these people think it's hilarious to eat a Kit Kat. I don't know what I'm doing. Yes, I am really getting a photo of this because I think it's hilarious. Alright, now we open the cat cot. I am not funny. Wonder After Dark, the only show where it feels like I do whatever the fuck. My god, this is something else. Okay. I have not finished a playthrough of FNAF 5 even with the YouTubers I love. After all these years, I still can't sit through it. Yep. I still can't sit through anything. But you know what I can do? I can tell you that you're about to watch somebody eat a Tic Tac, or... a Tic Tac. Let me try that again. I'm fucking dyslexic. Okay. You're about to watch somebody eat a Kit Kat live on camera for no reason. Why am I doing this? I am not funny. Open your mouth while you eat for comedy. To viewer number 3, I apologize. Because I see 3 viewers over here. To number 3, I apologize. Is that gonna be on TikTok? Yes. Have a day. That was probably the single dumbest thing I could ever do. Okay, the wrapper just vanished. I'm downloading that. Oh my god. Oh, there it is. I went poo-poo, change me. Okay. Done. I wish I still had my Mangle dog tag, but I think my mom threw it away. I got that tag on the playground after someone gave it to me. That's nice. You know what? I'm just going to put him on the set, too, just because. Actually, where do I... You know what? We'll put the boy right here. Actually, there we go. I don't know how permanent that's going to be, but we'll just leave him there. I'll just say. I have Toy Bonnie and Chica minifigs. That's nice. I was going to take it with me to the movie, but when I looked for it, I couldn't find it. It disappeared. I used to have the action figures. I don't have any Five Nights at Freddy's merch. Again, I was never, you know, into the show, so. Or the franchise. I'm stupid. Talk about the scene in Mr. Nanny where he dreams of himself being beat up by other wrestlers. I feel like that's what Hulk Hogan himself dreams about regularly. Mind you, he hasn't been wrestling in at least since the, I don't know. Okay. Although, while we're on the topic of FNAF at Freddy's, while we're on the topic of Five Nights at Freddy's, the only Five Nights at Freddy's thing he hasn't wrestled since 2012. That's what I thought. Anyway. While we're on the topic of Five Nights at Freddy's, the only FNAF thing I own is the movie. That's it. Bush administration, correct, anyway. Actually, it'd be closer to the Obama administration, but... Yeah, the only FNAF thing I really own is the movie, of course. I don't own anything else, really. This is the only Five Nights at Freddy's thing I have in my possession. FNAF the movie is good. Oh, no. Stay tuned for October 27th. Stay tuned. Those Lego sets are expensive now. Whitewashing does not exist. Neither of us said anything about that, but okay. But is Five Nights at Freddy's any good? The sets, or the ones I had, are like $100 now. Damn. Also, hey, look, it's a much better movie than FNAF. Much better movie. Guardians 3, or washing in general shouldn't even be said, just enjoy the fucking movie. Yep. Guardians 3 is better than most films that year. I mean, never mind the rest of Disney's output in 2023, just the rest of Hollywood in 2023, I feel... I don't know. Yeah. Well, anyway, who wants to hear me talk about a completely oh yeah, I guess, it's funny, I went all this time. Guardians Christmas Special is something I'm gonna watch every year. There's another topic for... Hey, look, a very pleasant topic, December, stay tuned, yep. Oh yeah, if you're wondering, what rating I would give Mr. Nanny, honestly, I'll give it a 7 out of 10. Well, even though it's getting a little late, who wants to hear me talk about a completely unrelated movie that has nothing to do with Mr. Nanny? Oh, wait, let's just say. Hot take. I regret seeing Oppenheimer instead of Blue Beetle. I chose Oppenheimer instead because my mom said I only watch superhero films coming out of the theater. I remembered why. Yep. Alright, anyway, now that we're finally done with Mr. Nanny, we ain't done with Mr. Nanny. Yes, we are, because I've said everything there is to say. And while I don't hate the movie, I'm getting a little tired of talking about it. Not trying to sound rude, it's just I've said everything there is to say about it. Now, what is there left to talk about? No, I'm genuinely, I would hate to sound rude, but what is there left to talk about? We have yabbered on about this movie for 55 minutes. We haven't talked about the pool scene. Do you just want to play-by-play of the movie? And the toilet seat. I missed! Yeah, okay. But yeah, the pool scene. And the poison ivy toilet paper. For the record, I have nothing but the utmost respect to the ADHD crowd, but oh my god. Oh my god. You've taken over the last few streams, let me take charge. Let's all three kind of drive the car. 1 second. I'll drive. You two make sure we don't drive into a fucking let's crash the car. Yeah, with the next 2 words that are about to come out my mouth, it will crash. Chasing Amy is a 1997 American romantic comedy drama film. You take the we would all be terrified. To you, Spider, please don't. We'd fight over the wheel and then go off a cliff. Okay, for context. Okay, no, good. Okay, for context. Our lovely buckaroo here, Cosmic, happens to be somebody I'm familiar with. They heard about this and expressed interest. Cue the EDPM me. But yeah, they heard about the show. Yes, hello, I'm a friend. Hi. Say, yeah. No idea if they're going to become a regular, but, you know, they were interested, so, you know, nice. Okay. Hiya. Hello. Oh, enjoy your stay. It only gets more hellish from here. Anyway. Gas station mouse, the video. I would explain the significance behind gas station mouse, but oh, wonderful. Nice to meet y'all. Yep. Yep. Okay. This is going pleasant. Explain it, please. Okay, basically, when I previously covered Mallrats, the film by Kevin Smith, Gas State, formerly known as Sylv here, said, I forget exactly how it went, but it was like, it was something like, fuck Mallrats, we like gas station mouse or something like that, and that shit just had me dying. So now he's gas station mouse. Oh my god, gas station mouse. Leave it to me to find something that juvenile funny. Wait, what? Okay, anyway. Chasing Amy is a 1997 American romantic, also great horror game title. Yep, welcome to a day ago. Romantic comedy drama film written and directed by Kevin Smith, starring Ben Affleck, Joey Lauren Adams, and Jason Lee. It is the 3rd film in Kevin Smith's View Askewniverse series. The film is about a male comic artist who falls in love with a lesbian to the displeasure of his best friend. It happens to the best of us. Yep, that's parody. Like, what the fuck, yep. I don't know what Kevin Smith was cooking with that one. I don't know what, for the record, that Kevin Smith was cooking. I don't know. But yeah, that's what Chasing Amy is pretty much about. Sorry, I'm trying to find the funny image for tonight. Alternatively, maybe, I don't know, falls in love with it. Oh, I should watch this because I relate hard. Yep, you should. Anyway, here's Timothée Chalamet telling you to stop. There's your funny image. Timothée Chalamet telling you to stop. Now let's get back to the movie. Anyway, back to this movie, Aged Like Milk. Speaking of which, she invited me to a Halloween party. That's nice. Anyway, okay, the film was produced by View Askew Productions and released by Miramax Films. Premiered at Sundance, January 24th, 1997, and then released everywhere April 4th. I know, Mallrats for the Stan Lee cameo. Anyway, April 4th, 1997. The film had a budget of just $250,000 and made $12 million. I think it's aged worse than Dude, Where's My Car's stripper. Oh yeah, you think? Anyway, the film was originally inspired by a brief scene from an early film, Dude, You're a... No offense, none taken. The film was the film was originally... Dude, you're a dude! The film was originally inspired by a brief scene from an early film by a friend of Smith's, Go Fish. But still funny as fuck, but yeah. Yeah. The film received mostly positive reviews praising the humor, performances, and Kevin Smith's direction. And it won 2 awards at the 1998 Independent Spirit Awards. Characters from the film, of course, Kevin Smith is the twin brother of Will Smith. Totally. Shark Tale. Anyway. Characters from the film would go on to appear in later View Askewniverse films, including Dogma, Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, and also Agent Smith. Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back and Jay and Silent Bob Reboot. Direct spin-offs of Chasing Amy. Direct spin-offs. Wow. My head hurts, so I'm trying to make this quick. The film received positive reviews from critics, and on Rotten Tomatoes it has an approval rating of 87%, based on 87 reviews, or based on reviews from 87 critics. I'm so dyslexic. With an average rating of 7.30 out of 10. According to the critic consensus, according to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Annelise Cordenel, although Chasing Amy's depiction of queer sexuality is frustratingly clumsy, it handles an array of thorny themes with a mixture of sensitivity, raw honesty, and writer-director Kevin Smith's signature raunchy humor. And then on Metacritic, it has 71 out of 100 based on 28. 0 to 50 in 4. I don't want to film reviews the View Askew films in a row. I'm taking a break after this one. The next one is Dogma, but that one ain't tomorrow. Nope, tomorrow's not Dogma. In fact, I'm saving Dogma till next month. So these 3 are in a row, and then Dogma won't be until later. So I'm only going to be lightly burnt out. I'm going to be the Nintendo dipshit light. Anyway. Chasing Amy was first released by the Criterion Collection on Laserdisc in 1997, and on VHS, not by Criterion. You're reviewing FNAF on 27. Yes, I am. And then it was released on DVD in 2000. The DVD includes audio commentary from cast and crew, deleted scenes, outtakes, and the theatrical trailer. Humorously, the DVD added an introduction from Kevin Smith apologizing for saying "fuck DVD" on the Laserdisc release. Later reissues from Lionsgate and Paramount are just simple repressings of the Criterion edition. What does it say? If Mallrats becomes Gas Station House, then what is Chasing Amy? Running from Sonic. I'm not funny. Chasing Amy with Running Deborah, I guess. Running Deborah, that's funnier than what I said. Goes yes. Anyway, Chasing Amy was released on Blu-ray on November 17th, 2009. This release included a new commentary track, a Q&A with cast and crew recorded at Vulgarthon 2005, a conversation between Kevin Smith and Joey Lauren Adams, and a feature-length documentary called Tracing Amy that details the making of the film and its aftermath. Do they chase Amy? Yes. Is Amy Rose in it? No. They're actors. Chasing Dash. You would, anyway. Of course I have it. Why wouldn't I? The Criterion Collection, but this ain't no an ordinary Criterion release, it's the Canadian release. Yep, in Canada, this was put out by Alliance. While Criterion mostly puts out their stuff independent, Alliance actually did put out a few in Canada. So how this ended up in America, I couldn't tell you, but Alliance, yep, Chasing Amy, Alliance, Chasing Amy, the Criterion Collection, spine number 75, product number, the back. Well, I'm not reading all the special features, it's a novel, but it's feature-packed. And there's the disc. Could Chasing Amy handle the Neutron style? Yep. A dirty blonde, dirty in both ways, falls in love with a gay pony and starts a malicious... Yeah. Okay, the disc, pretty simple, just them. Alliance DVD, E1. Runtime, 1 hour, 53 minutes. So what do I think of Chasing Amy? I think it's a really good movie. Sure, it might be a little questionable at times, but you know what? I quite enjoy it for what it is. And yes, I'm seriously standing on this. Well, how about next time you get yourself a board that can handle the Neutron style? Dirty blonde as in I'm practically a broom, yep. And I'm dirty in the sense that I look like I smoke too much alcohol. Anyway, but Chasing Amy is still a really good movie, though. Even if it is a little say the other part. Well, actually I would, but Cosmic is a little iffy when it comes to racial slurs, so everything else seems to be on the table, but I'll save all of us the trouble for now. Yeah, I don't want to go to school, thank you. I swear we're not racist. I swear we're not. I promise on my life that we are not. Sylv, do you like school? Anyway. I do. Well, we all know my case. So, homeschooled, but barely. This is chaotic, because it gives me stuff to do. This is absolute chaos, and I love it. Okay, but Chasing Amy. I do think it is a great movie, and as somebody who's a little beat up in the head, I kind of relate. Maybe not relate to falling in love with a lesbian, but I kind of relate. not being bored and just seeing my friends is nice. Yep. I wish I had friends in driving distance, or even just walking distance, but unfortunately all I have on standby. He's EPing. Pupper, yep, that's a pupper. Pupper. Pick him up. Yeah, not after the well, I mean it's mostly healed now. There is still kind of a spot there, but yeah, not after the incident. No. I'll still test my luck though. Okay, yeah, I am not testing my luck. He decided to growl at me, so no. And when that growl happens, you know how it beeth around here. Ooh, look at me. I'm such an acrobat. Totally. I have friends. It's Jesse and some girls I barely talk to because they're far away and I don't have a super positive relationship with them. Grrr, ruff, ruff, ruff. Do the tacky dance. Okay. I mean, if there's one thing I love more than being super positive on this show, it's relationship problems. Okay, but yeah, Chasing Amy. I do really like this movie. I think it's, one of my favorites. I definitely enjoy it more than... And then follow with the grabby meme. Okay, but yeah. But yeah, Chasing Amy. Is it the best of the... I forgot the name of the song. I forgot the name of the song again. Virtual Insanity. It's Virtual Insanity. Put that in your notes. Anyway. Alright, but yeah. Shit. But yeah, Chasing Amy. I can't live like this. Why are you reading this with pauses in between? I swear this show is more organized than it typically is. Oh, dang it.
The Fitness Gram Pacer test is a multi-stage aerobic capacity test that progressively gets more difficult as it continues. The 20-meter pacer test will begin in 30 seconds. Line up at the start. The running speed starts slowly, but gets faster each minute after you hear this signal. A single lap should be completed each time you hear this sound. Remember to run in a straight line, and run as long as possible. The second time you fail to complete...
I don't need to hear you in that window until I don't even know anymore. I took that test so many times in gym class. Yep, same. But yeah, even though I, didn't review this movie really at all, honestly, I'll give it, a 9 out of 10. It's, yeah, 9 out of 10. Talk about Geo. Oh, yeah. I assume things are, yep, same. But you didn't go, I don't know, I'm tired. I did not mean to say same. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. That was not on purpose. Oh my god. Okay. Shit. Okay. Is this how it feels to be a weird? What? Oh, no. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I don't. I vote Amogus Twerk. I vote Brown. It's Brown. Brown, guys. Brown! Okay. My name is Cleveland Brown, and I am... God. Oh, yeah, but the Mexican, he's fine. I assume. He's still on his little break. SpongeBob at the Krusty Krab giving Squidward a panic attack. Have you finished those errands? The Cleveland show is there. Yep. Okay. Today's the day. Well, my name is Cleveland Brown, and I am Cleveland Brown. Even though it's like an hour and 16 minutes past that, today's the day that Doc Brown and Marty McFly traveled to the year 2015. And what's hilarious is that the Back to the Future pizza still looks way healthier than Lunchly does. Seriously, I would rather trust the Happy Back to the Future 2 day. Yep, happy. But seriously, the Back to the Future 2 pizza still looks way healthier than Lunchly does. Like, I look at the Lunchlys and I'm like, why is the cheese moldy? I look at the Back to the Future pizza and I'm like, well, it looks like cardboard, but at least it looks edible. Lunchables W. I've never eaten Lunchables, but Team Dan. Yes, Team Dan TDM. If you grew up with Dan TDM, you're a real one. The 20-meter pacer test. Wait, let me just put this. Actually, let me just show this top shelf. You didn't need to see the top. I'm gonna wake everyone up one of these days. Because it's like after midnight. Lunchables are actually worse. Not by much, but they are worse. But I wouldn't know. The only experience I have with Lunchables is Brutal Moose. I seen some dumbass on Twitter trying to call on Dan TDM, shitting on Lunchly, calling him a has-been, and being jealous about Mr. B. That would be KSI. I believe KSI is who you're describing. I genuinely do not know what to fill out the rest of this episode with, so, oh wait, what does it say? All of the KSI and Paul fans have been scrubbing for ways to spread hate at TDM. No, it wasn't him, it was a nobody. Okay, to you, Gas Station Mouse, to you, to you, Spider, yes. And to you, Cosmic, hope you're enjoying the chaos. They never learn the flaws in that argument. They really don't. I am. Good. Okay. I'm trying to think of what else to just show or talk about or... Even though Lunchables is worse, I like them because me eat junk. I'm pretty sure all of us, to some degree, eat junk. I mean, there's the shit that I eat, which is mostly fast food and frozen food. There's Spider, who's just never had a decent meal due to poor. There's Gas Station Mouse just out here doing whatever. I don't know what Australians eat, but I imagine it's probably food. Like, making food and snack brands isn't a bad thing. That's not what Dan is upset about. It's the fact that Beast KSI and Logan are selling a bad snack product and promoting it to kids as healthy. Yep, pretty much. Pretty much. Yeah, I don't know what else to show on this bitch ass of a camera, so here's the Foxo boy. scale. We are Vegemite eaters over here. I've never eaten Vegemite. Prime being marketed to kids, yet doesn't the label say 15 plus or something? I don't know. This is a good show. Lady pool. Yeah. I don't know. For some reason, their fans can't see that. They just think, well, Dan didn't complain about these YouTubers having snack brands, so Dan is stupid. Like, guys, you're adults. What the hell? I guess you could say they're making a whole lot of dumb money. They're going on a whole bunch of complete adventures. Because all the fans of the Pauls are too solo because they can't get any bitches. Prime is too sweet. I've never had Prime. And I never will. Because I don't want to give myself asbestos. I'm a minor and I've seen minors who are much more intelligent than you, idiot. This is probably the most active episode we have had in forever. Like, it tastes like instant diabetes, yet it doesn't have any sugar. Prime is okay. I've never had Prime, so I can't comment. It's just meh, yeah. And at times tastes like throw up. Thanks for that visual. Yeah, thanks for that visual. Just, ugh. Twoo. Yeah, twoo indeed. Give me my pizza Lunchables. That joke would work if I had Lunchables around here anywhere, but unfortunately I do not, so best I can do is Shadow. I remember when Lunchables gave yo poor ass water. Shit, I never ate Lunchables, but I remember when Kid Cuisine tasted like food. Granted, I have not had Kid Cuisine probably since Trump, but they gave me O. Henry drink instead. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that... O. Henry is a chocolate. Ah. I didn't know. Oh yeah, Cosmic had to go. Oh yeah, what I was saying. I'm just assuming O. Henry doesn't exist. You mean doesn't exist in America? Yeah. Yeah, doesn't. To my knowledge, it does not exist over here. To my knowledge, it does not exist. To my knowledge. But what I was saying, Cosmic had to go for the night. Mr. Beast went from the most respected YouTuber to bottom tier garbage person so fast. I can barely recover. Are you ready for Mr. Beast to blow up Malaysia? Why are you resisting police officers? Why are you police officers? I blew up Malaysia. Like, holy, yep. Mr. Beast, am I right? I wouldn't say he's gotten to that level yet, but yeah. I love that guy, and he was so good, but he seems to be a mess now. I was never really into it. I was exaggerating, but he's going down that path. I only checked him out from time to time, but I'm not surprised. I was never really into Mr. Beast, honestly. But the minute he started, yeah, everyone's got skeletons. I have a skeleton too, but it's inside me. But yeah. Okay, but, yeah. I love how we went. I love how we went from Mr. Nanny to chasing Amy to just absolute chaos to snacks. The minute he started war, the minute they started selling like Mr. Beast like merch in stores like Walmart, Target, etc., I knew he was heading down that path. Mr. Nanny to Mr. Beast. Yep. I'm kind of tempted to go back and retitle this episode My Beast. Oh, God. Yeah. Okay, I don't know. Okay. Mr. Beast. Okay, okay. I'm not surprised about KSI and Logan. They sucked before. Beast was just so disheartening. Maybe, okay, yeah, I can see that, honestly. I mean, I was never really into Mr. Beast, but I can kind of see how it feels, honestly. Yeah. I'm just letting the rest of this discussion play out before I wrap it up for the night. To say. It's like if Jacksepticeye teamed up with Hitler and Osama bin Laden. Logan Paul, I'm genuinely surprised he recovered from that hanging bit. Yes. Granted, I love Jack more than Beast even at the time. Yeah. Read. I did just read. But I'll read again. Logan Paul, I'm genuinely surprised recovered from that hanging bit. Same. Oof, sorry, okay. Yep. Remember Dr. Tasers? Unfortunately. Back to Mr. Nanny. Nope, unfortunately, we're out of time for Mr. Nanny. Dr. Dick. Why'd you add me up? Alright, what does it say? Okay, hang on. Mr. Nanny is a 1993 film starring Hulk Hogan. Can we make Blue Sky the new Twitter? Just ignore X. I'm going to give a joke answer to that, and then I'm going to give a serious answer to that. First, the joke answer. Not getting out of this chair. Serious answer to that. I feel like it's highly likely that that's going to happen. Highly likely. Let's make apps out in their Blue Sky account and not X. Yeah. That was something. Alright. I'm too close-minded for spits on his crotch. Spits on his crotch, pathetic. That is a sin. I'm an avid. Well, who knows? Maybe I'll come around. Maybe I'll come around and change my mind. But for now, I'm not sure. I'm a stan. I believe you. Okay, I believe you. I've used it for years. I'm a pro. Guys, this is how old Spider is. Because Blue Sky is young, so this is how old Spider is. I'm not funny. Yeah. Blue Sky is what Twitter used to be. Well, that's promising, but I'm still not going to check it out quite yet. Big L. Hey, in case you missed it, I said totally haven't signed up for the first time today. Hey, if it makes you, the audience, feel any better, I said that I might come around and change my mind, but for now, I'm not sure. Having skill issues again. Yep. Alright, it is 12:31 a.m. It's getting a little late, but I'm allowed. Oh, might just says that to shut up. On that note, alright, it is 12:32 a.m. It's getting a little late, but I'm just gonna quickly, say this and then we're done for tonight. I just don't want to go to sleep for school. Well, that makes sense. It's probably why. Well, actually, that makes sense why you joined. You need brand new argument. Okay. You know what? I'll carry this out for just 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes, and then I have to go. Granted, I usually don't go to bed for another while after these, but just a little bit longer, and then I'm done for tonight. One day you're going to wake up and you could feel an odd nostalgia even if you didn't. Not wrong. Not wrong. Well, anyway, I'm just gonna carry this out for just, well, 3 to 4 more minutes, and then I'm done for tonight. So, before we sign off for tonight, I'm just gonna quickly go through some shit. First off, to you, Sylv/gas station mouse / whatever. Even if it's just the small good things you remember, it still counts. Yep. Yeah. Okay, but anyway, good memories are nice. Indeed. Alright, now, to you, Spider, or to you, I'm dyslexic. Okay, to you, tomorrow's topic is Toy Story, correct? Just making sure before I put it on the schedule. That's the next topic, right? Just making sure before I write it down. I have a pet peeve with newer releases of Toy Story, so yes. Okay, so that's tomorrow night. Although, please note, the title of this one is not going to be creative in the least. Unless I come up with a better title day of. Okay. Alright, next, before I sign off. We're getting close to Halloween. We're getting really close to the end of October. So I'm going to review as many Halloween movies at my claw. Well, that would be Toy Story 3, but I'll consider that one. Anyway, I'll consider. You'll find out what the title is tomorrow. But anyway, excuse me. But yeah, Toy Story would actually be a nice topic to do. So yeah, Toy Story 1 is the Claw 2. I forgot. Okay, I forgot. I genuinely did forget. I've seen Toy Story. I swear, I just forgot. There we go. Fixed it. Okay, next. But yeah, we're going to review as many Halloween, not horror specifically, but just Halloween movies as we can before the month is over. Although we might have a couple of leftovers throughout early November. Because that's usually how it goes. Halloween doesn't really end until like the first couple days of November, I would say. So yeah. I guess one last thing before we sign off for the... Oh. Let's review Halloween 3 at some point this month. First, let me see where I can find Halloween 3. If I can't secure it in time, it might be in November. That film was the ultimate what if, yep. Alright, where to watch? Oh, Peacock. I'm in luck. Okay. Peacock it is. Okay. Easier than I thought. Alright. Oh, and I did tease it earlier, but on October 27th, we're reviewing Five Nights at Freddy's, the movie, not the game. Is it good? Is it bad? Stay tuned. Thing is, we need to judge this film by itself, yeah. And, okay, I guess last thing... last thing before we wrap it up. Oh, it's a horror film about the day itself. Yep. But we'll find out more sometime this month. I guess before we... Oh, the only problem with the film is its title, Halloween 3. Yeah. Like if they had just called... Okay. If they had just called it Halloween season... It should have just been called Season of the Witch. In my opinion, it should have been either just Season of the Witch or Halloween Season of the Witch, but without the number 3. Because 3 would imply that it's, you know, a sequel, when it isn't. No Halloween name? Okay, that makes sense. Alright, I guess one last thing before we wrap it up for tonight. One last thing. That stayed on my screen for a long time. Okay. One last thing before we wrap up for tonight. You're gonna have to expect a lot of animated movie reviews throughout November, because a lot of animated movies come out in November from what I can tell. Because it shouldn't be associated with the franchise it's not related to, besides in one scene where they watch the trailer for Halloween 1, yeah. When you put it that way, it makes sense. But we'll find out about Halloween 3 in greater detail another time. Is it good? Is it bad? I actually genuinely don't know, so stay tuned. Will I elaborate further? No, because I've said enough. But for now, that's all the time we have for tonight. But always remember, eat your cereal, go to bed, to be continued. God made you special and he loves you very much. If you do drugs, you go to hell before you die. Good night, and... God, wait. You better have a point for this. I love you. Thanks. Have a day.